Welcome back to Mahabharata, Echoes of Eternity. Today's story centers on two people linked by fate. Bhishma, the prince bound by a vow to serve the Kuru dynasty, and Amba, a woman whose life was forever changed by his actions. In this episode, Amba's curse and Bhishma's burden, we will see how a single choice by Bhishma set off a chain of events that would haunt him and shape the fate of Hastinapura. Our story begins with Bhishma, acting as the loyal guardian of Hastinapura, seeks to find wives for Dhritarashtra, the young king of Kuru dynasty. Bhishma hears of a Swayamvara, or a marriage ceremony, being held in the kingdom of Kashi, where three princesses, Amba, Ambika and Ambalika, are said to choose their husbands. Driven by his duty, Bhishma travels to Kashi. Following the customs of that time, he decides to take the princesses by force as a display of power and respect for the royal family of Hastinapura. Bhishma fights off all suitors at the Swayamvara and returns to Hastinapura with the three princesses. However, unknown to him, this action would have serious consequences. When Bhishma brings the princesses to Hastinapura, Amba, the eldest, reveals a hidden truth. She had already chosen another man, King Salva, and her heart belonged to him. She had hoped to marry him at the Swayamvara before Bhishma intervened. Hearing this, Bhishma respects her wish and lets her go, allowing her to return to King Salva. But when Amba reaches Salva's court, she is met with rejection. Salva feels dishonored that another man had taken her first, and he refuses to accept her as his queen. Heartbroken and humiliated, Amba has nowhere to turn. Both her chances at happiness and her future as a queen have been shattered. Desperate, she returns to Hastinapura, pleading with Bhishma to take responsibility for what he had done and marry her himself. Bhishma is deeply troubled by Amba's play, bound by his vow to celibacy and royalty to the Kuru dynasty. He is unable to marry her. His oath to renounce family life and dedicate himself entirely to Hastinapura is unbreakable. He tells Amba that he cannot be her husband, no matter how much he wants to make things right. This refusal devastated Amba. She has lost her family, her love, and now her hope for a future with honor. Feeling betrayed and wronged, she is filled with rage and decides that Bhishma must pay for what he has done. Fueled by anger and a desire for justice, Amba turns to the sages and warriors of the land, seeking someone who will help her defeat Bhishma. But none are willing to challenge Bhishma, whose strength and devotion to his vow make him one of the greatest warriors of his time. She finally turns to God Shiva in her desperation. After intense prayers, Shiva grants her a boon, promising that in her next life she would be reborn to become the cause of Bhishma's death. With her goal set, Amba renounces her current life, taking her own life so that she may be reborn as someone capable of fulfilling her vow. In that moment, Amba's soul became bound to a single purpose: vengeance. Though Bhishma remains dedicated to his duties, He feels the weight of Amba's curse. He knows that her spirit, driven by a desire for revenge, will come for him one day. This curse becomes Bhishma's burden, a shadow that follows him throughout his life, even as he protects and serves the Kuru dynasty. The knowledge of Amba's curse serves as a reminder of the consequences of his actions and the sufferings he has caused, despite his best intentions. As the years go by, Bhishma continued to serve Hastinapura, but he is haunted by the thought of Amba's curse. This curse is a testament to the complex consequences of duty, loyalty, and personal sacrifice, showing that even the noblest of intentions can lead to unexpected pain and suffering. And so, we reach the end of this chapter on Amba's curse and Bhishma's burden. Amba's promise to return and seek vengeance against Bhishma would impact the future of Hastinapura, and Bhishma would carry this curse throughout his life. In the next episode, we will explore the stories of Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vitura, the key figures in Kuru dynasty. Each of them would bring unique strength and challenges to the kingdom, shaping the events that lead to the great Battle of Mahabharata.